making money selling wall art on Etsy. So I created this set of 9 nursery wall arts and they're ready to sell. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I made them step by step, so make sure to watch until the end. Before designing, I always validate first. I searched nursery wall art on Etsy and found a pink nursery set that's clearly in demand. It had multiple sales in the last 24 hours. A bestseller badge means consistent sales over the past months. That tells me this style is working. So instead of guessing, I'm creating something inspired by what's already selling. Now, before jumping into the actual design, I created a simple mood board inside Kittl. This includes my color palette, which is mostly soft earthy tones, the fonts I want to use, and the elements like stars, clouds, and cute animals. You can also explore ready-made elements inside the website, which makes the design process so much faster and easier. Example for abstract shapes, you can use different matching designs to make your artwork look cleaner and more attractive. Now let's start with the first wall art. I changed the background color first, then added text. What I like to do is use different colors for each letter to make it more playful and visually interesting. After that, I adjusted the background to a lighter shade so the text would stand out more. Then I added a simple element and used the text transformation feature to give the text a more unique style. Finally, I centered everything and added a frame. If you want similar frames, you can just click View Collection and easily find matching styles. And that's our first wall art. Now for the second design, I wanted something simple but still visually appealing. I started with a light background again, then I added a rectangle shape, adjusted the corners to make it rounded, and duplicated it multiple times to create a stripe pattern. This is a very easy way to create a background that looks more designed without too much effort. After that, I added my main element on top, adjusted the size, and that's it, clean and minimal. For the third wall art, we'll keep it simple. Start by changing the background color. Then add a frame by typing frame in the search bar, or be more specific and search for something like squiggle frame. Choose the one that best fits your design. Once you've selected your frame, resize it and change its color to green. After that, add your main element, which is the rainbow. And just like that, your third wall art is done. For the fourth wall art, I changed the color again and added a frame. At first, I tried searching for a frame in the illustration library, but I ended up creating one from scratch using circles and squares. I simply aligned them along the edges of the design. Then I added a rectangle shape to cover half of the elements I created, which made it look like a real frame. After that, I placed my main element and added a few extra details to enhance the overall design. Lastly, I added a star at the top to fill the empty space on the left side. For the next wall art, we'll use the same frame from the previous design and simply change its color to green. But instead of editing each element one by one, just highlight everything and change the color all at once. Much faster and easier. After that, add your text and customize the colors of each word or letter to match your overall design. I also added a heart element, and if you're not satisfied with it, you can just click Find Similar at the top, choose a new one that you like, and hit Replace. That way, you don't have to delete and add a new element manually. Lastly, I added a few more elements to enhance the design and make it look more polished and visually appealing. Next, we'll change the color of the background and add some stripes, just like in the previous design to keep everything consistent. You can easily adjust the stripe style, thickness, or spacing depending on the look you're going for. After that, place your main element on top and make sure to change its color so it matches the overall theme. And that's it. It's a simple process, but it really pulls the whole design together. For the next wall art, we're going to create a frame using star elements. I tried searching for a ready-made star frame but couldn't find one that fits, so I just made it manually. I placed the stars one by one and aligned them neatly along the edges to form a frame. After that, I changed the color to green to match the overall theme. Then I updated the background color so it stays consistent with the other wall arts. Once that's done, I added the main element on top and placed a few more stars for extra detail. And that's it. Super simple and still looks cohesive with the whole set. For the next wall art, we're going to change the background color to match this palette and reuse the frame we created from the previous design. Then, we'll place the main element right at the center. To enhance the overall look, we'll add a bit more detail by searching for cloud in the Elements tab. I found a soft watercolor style cloud and placed it on both sides of the main element to create balance. And that's it. Our eighth design is complete. For the last wall art, we'll start by changing the background color to match the overall theme of the set. Then, we'll add a squiggle frame, adjust its size so it fits nicely within the design, and change its color to complement the background. Once that's done, we'll place the main element right at the center to make it stand out. To add a bit more personality and make the design feel more complete, I included a few small stars around the bear. These little details help fill in the empty spaces and give the wall art a softer, more playful look, perfect for a nursery theme. And that's it. We've now completed all 9 nursery wall art designs, and they're ready to be uploaded and sold on Etsy. Now, before uploading them on Etsy, it's very important that we create mockups and at least one mockup video to include in our product listing. This helps your designs look more professional and gives potential buyers a better idea of how the wall art will look in real life. This is actually what I love about Kittl because it already provides ready-made mock-up photos and even mock-up videos with built-in prompts. You don't need to use another app or tool. All you have to do is upload your design, click generate, and it will automatically create a realistic mock-up photo for you. And if you also want to create mock-up videos, you can easily do that inside Kittl as well. It's very beginner friendly and saves you so much time. Here are the sample mock-up videos I made in Kittl. If you want to learn how to do this step by step, I actually created a full tutorial on how to make mock-up photos and videos using Kittl. I'll just put the link in the description below, or you can click the banner above to watch it. So that's how you can use Kittl to create your designs and mockups super easily. If you want to try it out, I have a special code for you. Just use JECKA to get 25% off your first month or first year on any paid Kittl plan. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below what you want me to teach next. See you on my next video.